because everyone's time is valuable. It's our most precious asset. Someone told me that and just stuck in my mind.
This is true.
All right. So, hello, everyone. 8 o'clock on the dot. It's Thursday, November 20th, 2025. That is so crazy. And if you were here, you were in, someone cares about you a lot and invited you and wanted you to kind of learn about what we've been doing. We're going to try to keep it short, but we want to also like give you all the information and introduce ourselves. So, first off, I am Brittney Metke Powers. We're going to talk about a company, Farmasi. It is a direct sales social selling company that I'm a part of. I started here 9 months ago, and I'll just share a little bit of my background. So I essentially was an army brat, grew all over, server, bartender, but in my past, I had a past history of addiction in my early 20s, and I made some poor choices, which made me actually get felony convictions. Then I got clean and sober and found recovery, but those felony convictions kind of blocked me a lot in life. And I became a mother and I was still serving, and life was really, really hard. I didn't have an education or anything, and I was on food stamps and all this stuff. I got invited to an online party in 2017, and that's how I accidentally found this space. So I instantly just dug in. I saw people living the dream. I started really from scratch, 200 Facebook friends, but I saw the potential and I was in a company, ended up growing a huge organization of over 130,000 reps. We sold close to $400 million in product. And in that time, I earned over $5 million, which, if we can say changed our life, is an understatement. Was able to do everything and more. But the company, January 31st of this year, ended up changing their compensation plan. Didn't ever think I was going to leave. Felt like a lifer, was loyal to the core, worked. But at that point, being a leader and helping other people do the same thing that I was able to do is really important to me. And that was no longer a possibility there. However, I 100% believe in the industry and there's so many options. So I did a lot of research and ended up on Farmasi, which we're going to talk to you about why I picked Farmasi tonight. And I'm going to kick it off to my co-host, friend, and leader, Tamara, so she can introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I too was at that former company, and I will tell you, of all the leaders in that company, Brittany was the one wherever she went, I said, don't make me beg. Where are we going? She is a phenomenal leader and upline and friend, and we are doing this together and we are thriving. Cannot wait to share about Farmasi with you, but just a quick backstory about myself. I actually grew up with my mom in Mary Kay. You might know the company, a very OG in this industry. She had the car, she had the blazer, she did all the stuff. And I knew as a kid I never wanted to go into direct sales. I don't know why, because I saw her being super successful. She raised our family on it. Fast forward to 2017, my mom at the time got me into, at the time it was dry nail polish, and I actually fell in love with the product, but I was like, I'm never going to work this business. Well, fast forward to 2020, I had moved out to Washington, D.C. for my big girl dream corporate job. That's what I thought I was going to do the rest of my life. And by the way, I didn't even like that job. I was let go from that job thanks to COVID. And honestly, I say thanks because it was the biggest blessing ever. It allowed me to take the product that I loved and turn it into my full-time job. And I will never look back. I absolutely love this industry. Like I said, full-time here and absolutely loving Farmasi. I love because everybody's thriving here. And you're going to get a feel from this presentation that from the tippy top down, all the way from corporate to everyone on the team, we are all fired up and we are going up. So let's get started.
100%. So when Tamara says about everyone thriving here, I want to just kind of say like we've been a team for 9 months and our team has done a little bit shy. We will pass it of $7 million in retail sales. So I want you to kind of take that in. That's not just 9 months. I personally am a vice president director. Tamara is an emerald. That is like the top of the comp plan. We have other top leaders. And not just that though, we have people that have never enrolled one person, never been a leader chat that ever, never been invited to a leader call, building, growing. But the thing about it is, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, and there's no pressure because there's a 50% commission. So you literally can just share and make real money. So when we picked Farmasi, Farmasi always has, they have these core values and it's behind everything. So we're the real deal dream team, but you feel it from the top up, which is corporate when they're making decisions. And these are their core pillars, which are the product, the opportunity, being of service, trust, global, and innovation. And you will see that on everything from the products to the marketing, from the corporate CEO, the transparency, and all of that. I want to go ahead and have Tam just talk a little bit about our founders and the owners here, the history.
Isn't he the sweetest? We actually were at convention this year and they played a video of this is Dr. C. Tuna himself. He is the grandfather of, if you want to just go to the next slide, this is Emre and Sinan. They are currently our CEO and president. They are third generation. So their father took over and grandpa had started the business. So as you can tell from day one, it has been a family affair and it's chills. Like you can feel it in everything that they do. It is company driven morals and values. As you can see here, well, actually, it's been 75 years. This year, we just celebrated 75 years since the beginning. 7 million pharmacy influencers worldwide, and we're striving. We're going to get that number one direct sales spot in the world, and I know we know it's going to happen. Currently, I believe, what are we in 45, 48 countries now?
Yeah, we need to update this because they're literally launching in countries monthly at this point, even since we started. So almost 50 countries.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Yes. And so just we just want to kind of get you to have an idea of like the growth, how it just started with him, Dr. C. Tuna being born, when he graduated medical school, then when the brand Farmasi was born in 2024, it hit the direct sales market in 2010, but in Turkey, it's the number one direct selling company in Turkey. And then you kind of see the different brands, the operations, when it became the number one network marketing in Turkey in 2018. We launched and they launched in the US in 2019, Mexico and Canada 2021, just on and on. And like you just see their constant growth, constant product going. And I want to also highlight a lot of companies kind of stopped at this 2022. You would see it scaling back, changing, cutting out a market, doing something different. But even today, when most companies are doing that, Farmasi is continuing to grow. We just launched in Ireland last month. We have other countries. We're always products. There, more trips, all of that, more bonuses, all, and it's because they have a solid foundation that is rooted in trust here. And so I think this just like really displays the history of it. I want Tam to talk about Pharmacity because we both just got to go visit this, and I'll just scroll through some of the pictures when you kind of talk about what this is.
Oh my goodness, this was a trip of a lifetime. We will cover the trips later because this is one of the many things that makes our pharmacy super unique is the fact that these trips are actually built into the compensation plan. So not only are you earning a big bonus for promoting to your director levels and up, but you get these built-in trips. And one of them is our second level of leadership, which is so it goes director, or sorry, third. It goes director, bronze, and then golden. So this is the golden trip. Pharmacity is where the magic happens. They flew all of us golden directors and above out there. They paid for everything. It was the trip. I will say it was like I have chills even thinking about it from start to finish. We didn't pay for anything. Here is the beautiful facility. We got a tour of the factory and they took us in. When I say this company is transparent, they are transparent. They walk you in, they show you everything. They're not hiding anything from you. The only place we couldn't go in was the NutriPlus because it was sealed off for health reasons, which obviously makes sense. But we went through, we got to see and touch. They own everything from the top down, so or from the bottom up, I should say. They make their own ingredients, they develop their own products, they own all of their manufacturing lines, they create all of their boxing, packaging. That's why it's an affordable company. That's why these are luxury products. And when we were at Pharmacity, this was in Istanbul. We also got to go to Cappadocia, which again we'll talk about later. But we got to see it all from start to finish. There's no secrets, and it's crazy to think that they started this business 75 years ago. Brittany actually got a little tour of where there's like a little shack. There's a tour where it started with Dr. Tuna. They have it still on property because those are the roots, those are the family roots. And now here we are. It feels like we're on the ground floor in the US, which we will talk about that later when we talk about the US distribution center. But this is where all of our products come from. This is where the magic happens.
100%. And that was one of my questions when I was like, wait, how? How can they make such good products, make them affordable to people, and then pay out so generously? And it's because they own everything. Like Tamara said, no middleman. But also, even further than that, like they own their own tech. So there's not a website fee, but also like they can change things and add things like that. They're constantly innovating. That is something they're always adding things to the app. What do you guys need? What's going to make your business? What's going to make shopping for customers easier? And so they just have total control, which is really important right now. A lot of people are having, with having issues like getting products and stuff like that. They literally, oh, that's trendy. Like, what can we do? Let's make it happen. So I really love that. So we have three different kind of product brands, which we'll go into. Dr. C Tuna is going to be your skincare, your hair care, more like your self care. That's what we'll talk. NutriPlus is your wellness line, and then Farmasi is that's our makeup. So those are all like we have so many. I want to say like, gosh, I heard like if you go buy SKUs and different fragrances, like almost a 500 at some point. And I want to say, and I'm just going to be totally flat out there, that actually overwhelmed me at first when I thought of it. Like, big picture, like, how can you do this? But what ended up happening is no one literally talks about them all. And this is actually a benefit. This has been a benefit for my business. Of course, like your goal, like I, probably eventually now use almost everything, but I don't sell everything. I'm not talking about everything. I'm just sharing what I'm using on a daily basis, but I do have something for everyone. And that's been really cool because I had people that wanted to support me forever, but they just weren't interested in what the very small niche that I had it to. Also important, these are essentials. People are cutting out different things. They don't want to try some. These are like they're innovative, but they're like everyone's doing skincare, everyone's doing makeup, and people want to take care of themselves. So we have a really large product category. Everything's over 70 years of quality and innovation. We brand ourselves as being affordable luxury, almost duped or better of very expensive brands. There's constantly product launches. They're always refreshing, limited editions, making things fun. And like I said, they're an essential product. You have something to offer every single person. Like, oh, like all people like, I don't wear makeup. Well, that's fine. Like, what about skincare? What about hair care? And that's been really great for me.
Can
We
I
had oh, go ahead.
If you go back to that screen, just one thing to jump in to piggyback off of what you're saying from a sales point of view, because if you're working the business, obviously you want to think about how you're going to market these products. When Brittney says there's something for everybody and how we use a lot of the products, here's the thing that you can think of. When you are waking up in the morning, from the minute you wake up, you're touching a Farmasi product, and then all throughout the day, you're using a Farmasi product. And before you go to sleep at night, you're using a product, right? So you're consuming, you're washing your face, you're applying your makeup, you're washing your face again, you're using the wellness products. It is so simple to think about how am I going to promote this business because we're using this stuff all day, every day, which makes it so easy because I think a lot of people get overwhelmed with, I'm not good at sales or I'm not great at marketing, but these products sell themselves and you're using them so often that it's just natural and organic to be able to show up and be like, here's this great product. So
And right now, in an influencer place, that's all you have to do is take people on a journey with you. Now, they know that I'm not getting paid $1 million brand deals like Kim Kardashian. They want to see what a real mom's using, what a real, what whoever, like they relate to you. So they're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, Tam's so good. Like, she'll show she's making Conrad. It's nothing like, you don't have to like plan to do a setup to show it. You just literally are like, oh, I'm washing my face right now, which I would do anyways. And so it really does fit natural in there. And I'm not sure if I touched on it, but it's really important to know all of our products are EU certified because we operate in the EU. And so Ingredients are really important. We have some golden standards that they follow, and they're always doing everything. Like they just removed talc because talc's still allowed in makeup, but they just removed it out of powder. They're always upgrading to make it even higher than EU. So that's something really important to note too. So we have, like we said earlier, almost in 50 countries, the opportunity to have a global business. You can cross sell, cross sponsor, all of that, which is really, really cool. Our team right now, we have people in all over Canada. If you're Canada, is such a big opportunity. UK as well. We have some people in Mexico, and our goal is to have someone everywhere. And what's amazing is there's resources for those people. Corporate, they have a corporate team there. They have all the different languages ready, and there's just so much support. Now, I love this, and I'll have Tam jump on it too. This was really big to me because this shows trust and stability and growth. So we have a North American headquarters, which is in Miami. It is this 70,000 square foot building. It's an automatic distribution center, and it helps support North America. It was a $50 million investment that they did, debt free, cash down, and it just opened a little over a year ago. It's eco friendly, energy saving. But why this stands out to me is, again, how many companies are spending $50 million cash? It's scaled for growth. It's so efficient, and they were like, a lot of, like I said, companies are shutting down, and they're like, we want to give this to you to make your business easier in North America. So much simpler. It's such a cool thing. It's also, you could go there. You don't have to be an influencer. If you're in Miami during business hours, you could walk into the front door. You could go and like see the showcase. You can schedule to have events with your team. They have an auditorium there. It's so open for anyone. They have a cute Nutra Plus bar. And that was really big for me because I came from a company where you had to get a special invite to even come to home office. But they're like, no, everyone come, pick up your orders, take pictures, they have content out for you. It's so awesome. Anything you want to add in about a Miami, Tamara?
Yeah, I mean, I two things. One, like Brittany said, the open door policy is, and like that it's literally like this is our family. Come on in, welcome to our home. We actually just had another leadership academy there where there was a handful of us that went down, and one of our teammates that hadn't been there yet. I looked at her and I said, "How does it feel?" And she goes, "It feels so homey." I mean, this is a distribution center. This is a warehouse. Obviously, it has beautiful presentation rooms and offices. So but she was just, I was like, and it made me smile from ear to ear because I was like, exactly, like it's like that's what this company is all about. And I just wanted to touch on one more thing about the fact that, like Brittany said, while other companies are trying to stay afloat, Farmasi is putting down $50 million. We are a debt-free company. Also, when you think about this business opportunity, don't get overwhelmed in the fact that they've been around for 75 years. If you heard Brittany's words at the beginning of this call, our team alone has sold 7 million in retail sales in the last 8, 9 months. That's incredible. We really truly are on the ground floor here in the United States, North America, Canada, Mexico, anywhere you want to grow. We are just getting started. We haven't even tapped into the Midwest yet. 95% of the influencers in the United States, North America, etc., are of Hispanic, they're Latinos, right? So we have a lot of room to grow here in North America. And it's all the reason we're flying with success right now is because of this distribution center. They used to be shipping the products from Turkey. Now they all live here in the warehouse. It's beautiful. The function, it's so simple. They package, it goes out. So your customers are happy, your team is happy. So anyway, I just had to throw that in there.
No, and I mean, I love that you said it. It is keeping it real. Like, I love that. I love how welcoming and how diverse Farmasi is. But for the first time in my life, as a white woman, I'm a minority. Like, we go, like, so what it really is, but it's cool because that to me, it's like opportunity, opportunity. You go on the wall of excellence and see the top leaders throughout the whole world there. Maybe a handful look like me. That is the first ever. And so, like, what I'm saying is, like, what Tam said, Midwest, like our team is over 6,000 people, again, only 9 months. And so many people I meet regularly that have no idea what Farmasi is, or they're like, oh, I heard that name. Is that just a makeup? And then you tell them, they're like, oh, wow, like it's so much more, so much opportunity for, I know my market, obviously, we're seeing it. Everyone is growing because there's just the opportunity is here. So we'll go on to Community, this really speaks for itself. I pride ourselves. This is my favorite thing about the industry. I've made my best friends here as someone that had to travel a lot, has the history of addiction, like I shared, moved around. Like having friends as an adult is hard. Making friends as an adult is hard. And so it's like not only have ready made friends, you have like cheerleaders, you have people that challenge your growth, that support you. Because, yes, of course, you can sign up for a discount. Absolutely no pressure in that. Just shop for yourself. And you can still be a part of the community. Ask people questions about the products. Cheer each other on with your weight loss, skincare, ask for makeup. Like there is so no pressure. But if you want the pressure and you want to go, like it's there too. And so that's amazing as well. You want to add anything on about that?
Yeah, I just want to echo the fact that everybody joins for different reasons and everybody's inspired for different reasons. And whatever that looks like for you, we celebrate that and we support you. And if you just want to come in for the 50% off, obviously friends don't let friends shop at full price. So we support that. And yeah, I mean, it is like no other. We truly are like family here. Brittany does a great job. We have so many leaders. You are welcomed immediately. It's not like you're just joining the person who invited you to this call. You really are joining the whole family. We support each other, we help each other. And also, something to point out is we all share about the products as we're learning together because we're not experts in every one of these areas, and neither will you be when you come in the door, right? So rest assured, Brittany has a statement that has rung through forever. We learn as we earn, and that's what this team is all about. And we just want everybody to be happy and find success.
Yeah, I mean, and just to echo that, like I really like I did a lot of research when I joined, but I didn't know about the products really, except for the few that I had ordered, a couple makeup, and I still went because I knew I could be excited about that, and I was like earning as we learned, which we definitely have done that. And there's the pharmacy opportunity we're going to dig into, but there, as far as community, there's events, there's convention, like there's always they do president tour, they travel all the time, so you can do in person things. We have trainings, we have Zoom calls, just all different things where chats, whatever you want. If you don't want it, that's fine. If you do want it, you're going to have that opportunity. There's just
Also, just
really no pressure.
And also, just to note, besides our team, we also have a very supportive, amazing upline as well. So it's really great to see everybody kind of is like, oh, I like her personality, or I like her personality. Like we are set up. Brittany made the right decision. We are all in the right place.
100%. Like I'm telling you, you could never be bored for a day. If you wanted to jump on something, there would be something if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Tam, do you want to just like briefly go over just the 10 ways we can earn here?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can just kind of look at the slide, but there are multiple ways to earn, and it depends what your passions are. But basically, like if you enroll, if you recruit, you get free products. We get personal online commissions. We have retail profits, so of course we get 50% off all of our own purchases. So we shop at 50% off. That's also a huge perk. So just to reiterate that, we don't shop full price and wait to get paid. We shop at the discount, which is beautiful because of course we want that 50% off right away. When your customer shops from you, you will make 50% commission. Within 3 days, you get paid that. That is in your pharmacy wallet, which is amazing. We have the team building program, like I mentioned. When you first get started with pharmacy, we've got the kickoff program where they reward you for getting rolling with your business. I mean, and just while I'm thinking about it before I forget, as influencers too, by the way, this company does an amazing job when it comes to promos, like the promos, the marketing, the timing. It's like they are in our brains. It's like they know exactly what we need on the second when we need it, and they offer so much. So if you go to somebody's website, like the person who invited you to this call, I guarantee you she's got some sort of a promo up her sleeve that she can talk to you about because the company has set us up for success. Let's see, personal bonus. So you can earn up to 25% commission on your own personal volume. You have a group bonus. So the bigger you build your team, obviously that's another. These are all different categories by the way, which is so neat. So you can have like all these little pockets of earning. You have the leadership bonus. So once you build up your team and your team starts to have leadership, which hits in the 18% rank. So it goes 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then 22 and 25, the 18 to 25 is our leadership ranks. Again, very simple compensation plan, honestly. So ask your person who invited you to go over it more. The leadership bonus, earn up to generations down. So that's your leadership bonus as you build. You've got the car allowance, which we just call it the allowance, but it's really just cash in your pocket. You can put it towards whatever you want to put it towards, and it's a beautiful thing. I forget at Golden Director it hits
Mhm.
in. So once you go to Turkey, you're not only getting that cash bonus, which is number 9 there. So you get your cash bonus, you get your car bonus, you get to go to Turkey. And I mean, I'm rattling this off. I feel like I'm on a game show, but it is that amazing. And truly, like I said, they just know how to spoil us. And really, it's just about them celebrating us the entire way. Every step of the way, they have something to say, hey, we see you. You are appreciated. You are loved. Of course, number 10 is the unforgettable experiences. And also, as you promote, we also get some really cool gifts, like fun gifts.
There's so much, like I have shared this before in the onboarding. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have gotten more just freebies than I did my entire 7 years. Like as far as products, because of the promos and stuff that we
And
get to take advantage of, it's insane.
and they're great gifts. Like it's
Yeah,
like all stuff that is so beautiful for your business. Just such a
really
smart
great.
company.
And you're so right about them reading your mind because I remember being a part of calls and like trying to like with, like begging them like, can we please, we really need a promo right now. And they already have it planned. I've never had to ask that question here. They
Yeah, I
have
was gonna
all the
say that's the former company.
Yes, yes, that's what I remember back then in my former company having to beg, like, can we do this? How does this sound? They are
Yeah.
ahead of the game here.
Which is
And they'll
why
ask you, what do you want? Is there something else like we could do? And it's like, no, y'all got it covered. It's great to be able to just work the business as an influencer and not have to worry about any of that stuff. Literally just have fun and do, work the business. They have it in control. And you guys check out the social media. They're really, really like good on staying on top of that too, which helps your business as well. So this is so simple, you guys, with our commissions here. It's 50% across the board. You sell 100, you earn 50, as simple as that. Made a post today about inflammation. The products added 80, got an order. I have $40 coming in 3 days. So simple. Like that's it. There's no catch around it. You don't have to sell a certain amount. It's literally 50% commission. So that is amazing. There's not affiliate contracts can't get you that. Other companies, usually the highest is 35%, but you have to sell like 3,000 to even unlock that. And then like one of the ways we can get paid, you can actually earn 75% commission on your own sales when you reach the 25%. So they have that enhanced too, which is really cool. So I'm not going to dig too much. Get with the person that invited you here, but this just really explains the different leadership levels, that it's a volume based compensation plan. That's kind of the gist of this. You don't need like leg structure. That's what I love about it. There's no like, hey, you need Susan to hit this and Karen to do this for you to do this. No, it's literally just based off of volume. And if you are a builder, your brain has to think that's why we do welcome and truly genuinely invite anyone that's just doing it for a discount, because that's volume. So that still helps you and you still support them in their journey, and they don't have to sell if they don't want to. They can just be a part of the community, and that is just volume that then helps you unlock the different bonuses and your pay and the ranks. That's really how it works.
And let's be honest, a lot of those people, because we've witnessed it over the last handful of months, a lot of those people who do come on for the discount in their own time, as they start to see the amazing results that they get, like I joined for the makeup and I was like, I can do this. And then all of a sudden, and I know Brittany's the same. We love the nutrition products because they are life changing. Like the inflammation going away is real. It's just going, it's just shedding off.
Yep.
And of course, as people start, like you feel better, you can kind of naturally start to share. You can dip your toe in the water and naturally, organically. That's what's the beautiful part about these products and this company is that it doesn't feel like work. It's just like, no, I'm just sharing what I love.
I definitely can just think of 5 people off the top of my head right away that literally just joined for a discount and now are on our leadership team. It does just happen like that. Like, okay, tell me more. This makes sense. I want to do it kind of thing. Because it does just, you start using it, and you guys know we recommend stuff to our friends all the time. So we went over the cash bonuses. I don't know if you can see these big checks in the background. When you earn those, you also get sent one of these publisher clearinghouse checks. Literally, they pay out a total of, I'm not great with saying these numbers, Almost $1 million, $943,000. And we actually, our upline, Allie, she's the highest paid, has earned all of those. So that is insane. You can stack them. So say if you joined and you hit bronze director right away, you'd get the $2,000. It's so freaking cool. Like she said, then the car bonus starts at golden director, which is 350. So you'll get those one-time bonuses, then you get that, and this is just on top of your pay, your
Which
regular pay.
Which, by the way, to hit director, you do not need legs. You do not. So if you come from the direct sales world and you understand this lingo, again, talk to your person who asked you to this call. You do not need structure on your team to hit these levels, which is amazing. It is just group volume based for obviously as you go up higher into the levels, you do need some structure, but in order to hit director, you just need $5,000 volume on your team. 5,000, I shouldn't say just because that's a huge accomplishment. But Brittney, if you had to guess, how many directors total are on our team right now?
I think when the last time I did it, it was like about maybe 80-ish, around 80. We've had
You guys,
80, I think 82 have hit director level, and then we've had more popping up this month.
80 plus people on our team already at that director level. That is incredible. And we've done that in 8, 9 months.
And then so we've had almost 30 at bronze director. To earn the Turkey trip, almost 20. We have
Mhm.
platinum, like Tamara's emerald. She's gonna be diamond soon too. I'm vice president director. You guys see, like, this is in 9 months. That is insane and crazy. And you see it's not just our team. If you just looked up Farmasi, you'll see everyone celebrating in different, in their different circles and stuff. So Tam covered the unforgettable experiences. These are trips that are built into the compensation plan. We also have extra, which actually a period started this month to earn towards a Mexico trip where you don't need any title. You just get it from working your business. And then these are the ones they start at bronze director. We actually just knocked out the leadership academy. You go to Miami, you soak up some learning. It was very intimate. I actually absolutely loved that trip.
Best leadership retreat I've ever had in my 8 years in the industry.
Many of the girls that were there said that, and I love that. And I definitely felt that way too. It was incredibly intimate. And then they're going to have another one in the spring, so you could earn it by then. Honestly, trip to Turkey's in August, you could join and earn this too. We actually have a decent group already going that have already earned next year's trip, and that's like, and literally the flight is covered. It's a 2-part trip. You'll go to Istanbul, hang out, they'll fly you to Cappadocia. It's amazing. Platinum gives you the convention experience. They're going to cover your flight to convention, hotel room, all of that. You're the VIP plus right on the floor. It's amazing. Emerald is the European destination. This year it was to Venice. I tabled it till next year. So Tamara and I will be going to wherever they announce
Going
next
together.
year, which is so exciting. And then you've got Diamond Director. Diamond Director is in the Maldives this year, and that is insane. I saw footage from it, and I'm like, I can't even. That's like a bucket list trip, and you get to bring a guest totally free on that. Like they had their own room, butler. I heard they had them sit at a table. They said check your wallets. I'm like mind blowing. But I'm going to tell you also though, I want to talk about the Turkey trip just real quick. We have a whole video on the Turkey trip, so ask your person if you're interested. However, I have been on tippy toppy top leader trips, and that's what the Turkey trip felt like. That's what
Mhm.
it felt like. So I can only imagine, like, they just pour in everything so thought of, every detail. How they treated golden directors in Turkey is typically how companies treat their very 10 at the top.
I actually asked Emre for one of the first times I ever met Emre. I said, "Why do you have the golden trip so early in the compensation plan?" Because I knew it was so expensive. And he looked at me and he said, "We want everybody to see it as quickly as possible. We want you out here. We want you to get to Turkey so we can show you our home. You can be welcome to our family and you can see the roots of the business that you're working for." And oh my gosh, I have chills again because after going there, I understood. I understood why they invest in you. They invest in you. They pay all of this money to send you on this beautiful trip. And they could do that on the tippy top ranks, like Brittney said, but they choose to get you out there because guess what? Once you're up in that hot air balloon, you're never going back.
Really, seriously, like I had watched the turkey video so many times from the company, but going there, it just doesn't even touch it. Like seeing, you really see the vision, you see the legacy, you see that this isn't a small potatoes company and that it's the real deal, and you feel it, and it was just so amazing, and so was so it's so cool. Like you guys, I'm telling you, you if you love to travel, and let me tell you, I was not excited about the flight, but it was worth it, and I survived. So, simple question of the night, okay? How do you get started? This is the question. You're going to get with the person that invited you to this call. You're going to choose your pack. You can add your favorite products if you didn't choose one of the product packs because you're going to start getting 50% off as soon as you get that. And then you can start sharing. I want to go ahead and just kind of show these kits, which we might have to update, but it's fine. We're just going to go over. So we have this basic 1999 starter kit. That is a box of samples. They're always various. And then once you do that, that can unlock you shopping at 50% off. But we also have other kits that are ready made. These are customizable. Maybe you want to focus on makeup. What's really cool is all of these on this side, because they're full product, get you personal volume. And so, like Tamara talked about earlier, the welcome gifts, the PV incentive. So you grab one, that's $125. That's over $250 in value because, again, 50% off. But you're also going to be able to unlock a free mascara and a reviving shampoo this month just because you surpass the 125 PV. So if you're looking at products, that's a good way to do it. If you kind of want to build your own, you would grab the 1999 kit. I just want to add, you do not get PV on 1999 because it's just samples. However, what you add on after that, you do. So I would then again suggest again shopping surpassing that 125 PV level so you can grab your freebies. And then also, once you sign up, eat whatever kit you join, you actually can get as many kits as you want within 30 days. And I know I grabbed a couple because I just, like I said, started with beauty and I'm like, wait, wellness. And I honestly, I still wish I could grab the nutrition kit when I was showing it to someone today because I'm like, it's such a good deal and everything's there. And so
Yeah.
definitely take advantage. And like I said, you do get personal volume on those kits. And we talked about the welcome program, which that is just you getting freebies within your first 4 months. And literally the minimum is 125. So
It's the magic number around here.
yeah, that's the magic number. Most people do surpass that in their first order, honestly, if they're wanting to work the business. Because I keep it honest, if you really want to do this as a business, I do suggest you need some product. You need some product to talk about. That's just keeping it real. And I do think 125 is a fair amount, at least having some to try, whatever. But obviously, if everyone has their own budget. But I do think, too, if you're really wanting to do it seriously, you do need some product if you want to kick it off. And then also we have the welcome, and then we have the PV incentives. I want to go ahead and to help you get started, we have a website, we have a full dashboard, we have a mobile app, we have a content library, we have a digital catalog that's cool, and that's just from the company. Our team, we have a plug and play system, onboarding calls, more than one weekly call. This is an example of a call. We have team chats, we use boards, we have graphic groups, we have an onboarding system. You are never alone. Everything is there. You will all be like, where do I find? We have it at this point, which I'm really impressed there just because we all work together. This didn't come from Brittney. This came from an amazing upline that had resources, and then our team stepping together because everyone has strengths. So there is no like, I don't know anything. It's there. Like, and your upline will help you find the way how to do it. There are a few important things I want you to know though. There's absolutely no website fee. That you never going to be charged a website fee. There's no monthly requirement to stay active. If you have a downline and you want that group bonus, you would need 125. And then to stay active, it is 125 within 6 months. So, and that's a rolling 6 months. So those would be the three people want to have catches. There's no catches, literally no website fee. Go ahead, Tam.
While you're on the tools page, I also just wanted to reiterate that Farmasi is constantly evolving. Another one of the first times the first time I did meet Emray, it was in Miami. They welcomed us. They said, "Hey, come, Brittney and your team, come down, do a little tour. Come to my home." We literally had a party welcoming us on the beautiful Star Island in Miami, and we were standing there, and he looked at us, and we were talking specifically, and he goes, What do you need? What can we change? How can we improve? What can we do better? And I just looked at him and I was like, we just met. We just met. Give me 6 months and we can talk this through. But honestly, it was the coolest feeling because all of the things that we have ever said, trust me when I tell you, they listen and they implement. It's not like, oh, okay, we hear you, but then like really they then like it is they listen, they implement, they change. And like the tools, they've got the makeup tools where you can find your shade that was just released that's evolving. Like Brittany said, we own our own tech. We talked about that day about talc. Guess what? Talc has been removed since then. We've talked about sugars being gone. Sugars are being removed from our products. We're now replacing, like they listen, you guys. I just want to let you know that it is such a powerful company because again, from the tippy top down, they're there to support us because they know without us, they would never be successful. It's all about us.
And yeah, and that is a big thing. Like they are constantly, they have like a pharmacy GPT now where you can literally ask a question, and that just launched at convention. Like Tam said, the try on, there's other things coming, and they're constantly, that was the thing that stood out to me on stage is they were like, we want to be as innovative as possible to make it easier for you because when it's simple, people are more consistent. When your business is simple to use, people are more consistent. So it's always evolving. You could log in and if you have feedback, give it to us and we'll pass it on, or you can send in an email and pass it on, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's make it happen. So also, there's a Facebook group from corporate and there's a WhatsApp broadcast. So you're always up to date on the different promos, the different trainings that they have. They had a really good one today on mushroom coffee and different things like that. And then I guess the next thing, how about what's your closing statement, Tam? Are you ready to get started?
Are you guys ready to get started? We know you are. But seriously, if you have any questions at all, reach out to your person that invited you. Obviously, you can tell that we have fun around here. We lead with heart, and we really cannot wait to welcome you to our family.
100%. I cannot wait to see you in the team spaces. Just like I said, it's just a message away. And this is my closing thing. Worst case scenario is you get some product at 50% off. That's the very worst thing that's going to happen. That's literal worst case. That you're not going to be charged anything. You're not going to be stuck into auto ship. The best thing that could happen is you can go on trips, make friends, make money, and really like change a lot about your life, your health, a lot of different things. So I feel like a worst case scenario even sounds good to me. I mean, literally, that if that's the worst thing that could happen to me, it feels like a no-brainer. So get with the person that invited you or sent you this link. And like I said, we cannot wait to see you on the Real Deal Dream Team and in Farmasi. And we will chat soon, you guys. See you later.
Thanks,
Thanks for hanging
everyone.
out.